Hello and welcome to another NeoWeather video forecast for landscape news. Where's the activity? Well, it's not really across the middle of the country. It's going to be with the front moving across the portions of the Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, and up into the northeast, right around here where the showers and thunderstorms will be the next couple days. That ends the heat, the big heat. And then across portions of the west, not too much, just spotty because of a ridge of high pressure and control here. Notice towards Charlotte and across the southeast. That's where some of the heavier activity will be going towards the end portions of this week. It's going to be a relatively quiet weather pattern. We're going to see the jet stream again lift far off towards the north with this area of ridging continuing across portions of the plains into the Midwest, and just not a lot of heavy upper air winds to push in a lot of systems, so staying generally on the quiet side of things. Notice it's kind of well out towards the Atlantic, nothing big there, no big tropical systems coming our way the next few days either, next week or so, going on through next week really. We'll probably get a little bit more active once we get towards mid-August with the tropical situation, but extending things, a couple of little spotty activities across the middle of the country, more activity across portions of the southeast, and then you can see a little bit Kansas City to St. Louis, but a gap of dry weather here, Illinois into Missouri and Iowa and into the Ohio Valley as well, right along the coast is where you're going to get hit overall. Everything's going to be just hit and miss, spotty, some heavy downpours in spots where other areas just aren't going to see too much at all. So we're not going to look at any kind of a big drought coming up, but there will be a little bit in the way of feasting if you're looking for some rain in spots. It's just not going to be super widespread. Speaking of droughts, last year we were in a drought across portions of the plains, back across the southwest big time in the Four Corners, and then even some splotchy dry areas across the Midwest, Great Lakes, through the Northeast. This year though, let's move that forward and out of the way. Totally different story in spots. Most of the country dealing with just fine amounts of moisture. Pacific Northwest has been one of the drier spots compared to normal. Of course, it doesn't take too much compared to average to make them a little bit on the dry side. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be looking at probably some decent rain in spots, especially across the southeast. Through the next week, this is the main area to really keep an eye on, and then also back in towards the middle of the country. But notice some dry areas also showing up with hardly any rain at all. Accurate weather information is all available through our consulting service, Impact Based Forecast, with your operation and location in mind.